Buongiorno on this hot and steamy day here in Sicily. This week we're going to show you some of the things that we eat daily, mostly for dinner, and also some of the physical activities that, well, mainly I do because it's been hot and steamy.
Let's go see what you're talking about for food over here.
All right, this is random stuff that we have for dinner. Saturday night, it's pizza time. Now that's a good looking pizza margherita.
Impressive.
Hopefully it's delicious.
Taste.
This is one of those things that Alfred can eat almost every day, right?
True. Without a doubt. It has all the key food sources right here.
All the food groups. You got the carbs, the tomato, the cheese, and even
protein.
Even a little bit of a vegetable.
No flop, Eszter. No flop.
Let me see.
It looks like impressive. No, this is a damn good pizza.
Mangia. All right, let's set. May not look pretty, but let me tell you, it is delicious. Now, every night I like to have some kind of a sautéed vegetables, sometimes baked, but mostly sautéed with some amino acids, always olive oil, always garlic. And today I did mushrooms and zucchini spaghetti. And if you don't know about my zucchini spaghetti, let me tell you, this is the magic peeler. I'll tell you the story about this. I bought this a few years ago, and it is now my favorite, and has been since 2017, my favorite item in the kitchen. It has the zucchini spaghetti through there. You can do all kinds of cutting julienne and stuff like that. All right, and here's a peeler too, but I mostly use it for the zucchini spaghetti and also the carrots. Zucchini, make little noodles out of the carrots. There's hot pepper in here. There is salt. There's red onions. Let me see. Oh, a little bit of ginger and a little bit of oregano. Now I'll probably put some fresh parsley. Oh. And my favorite new thing, lemon zest. So let me tell you, it is delicioso. Today, Alfred's having baked rice. Now, this was a quick baked rice. I just boiled some rice and I had some pasta sauce left over. So just a simple with passata, with basil, olive oil, garlic, and tomato paste. And then on top, I just sprinkled it with Parmigiano cheese and baked it for 30 minutes. Now, I didn't have any mozzarella in the house, but usually with the baked rice, I put in a ball of mozzarella. Buon appetito. This, ladies and gentlemen, is what you call an Eszter salad. It has, of course, lettuce, nostrana, which is the local lettuce. It has a radicchio, which is the red lettuce. It has pomodoro, tomato from Pechino. These cute cucumbers are called citrangolo. They're the Sicilian cucumber. They look like a snake. There's a little bit of celery, and let's see. Oh, I'm gonna put some red onions in there and top it off with fresh mint, basil, and of course the dressing is olive oil and lemon. Yum. Today's dinner is going to consist of rigatoni, olive oil, zucchini, and Parmigiano. Generous heaping of Parmigiano Reggiano. And then we're going to put some chichi beans on top. Now that's a delicious meal, Alfred. Thank you. I love this dish in the summer. It's a chichi bean, which is chickpea, beets, tomato, and feta cheese, or ricotta salata, salt, pepper. You can put some hot pepper flakes, olive oil, lemon juice, and oregano. This is the olive oil we use, freshly pressed from Tre Castagni. And this 2-liter bottle costs 25 euro. So it's gone up 7 euro since last year. Anguria. It's summertime, so you bet we have watermelon. But today I went out and got some watermelon at our fruit and vegetable place. And then our neighbor Francesco brought it from the supermarket. This big heap over here is, let's see, almost 5 pounds, €3. €2.22. This was around €3 as well. So let's see which one is best. How's that one?
Pretty tasty, if you ask me.
You know what? They're equally good. The one with the supermarket and this one. Yum. Now this is what you call a well-made focaccia. Believe me, it's soft and it's seasoned with oregano and olive oil, salt and pepper. Delicious. What you're looking at here was supposed to be a thick steak that Alfred has been craving for, but instead we have sort of a pepper steak. The good thing is that it's fully cooked, looks like, and he's going to have it in a bun. What do you think?
Surprisingly good.
Yay! This is my salad today. Today, for the protein, I'm going for smoked salmon. What you're looking at here is one of my favorite foods, and that's sauerkraut in the making. This is my grandfather's recipe. What he did was he chopped up cabbage, or it could be cucumber. You can put some whole cucumbers, like mini cucumbers, some water, salt. Some people put garlic. I didn't put garlic in this one. Also dill or some kind of spices. I ended up putting fennel seeds in this one. And then you put the heel of a bread on top. And that is what causes the fermentation process. And you leave it out in the glorious sun so it can ferment for a few days. Now, we are in day 2, and you can see already the fermentation has started. As soon as the water starts bubbling, and I see a little bit more of a color change, I'm going to take the bread out. And then I'll do what I always do. Every day, I taste a little bit to see if it's ready. And by the time it's ready, it's probably going to be halfway empty. So there's my sauerkraut recipe.
You know, I'm sure my friends here in Sicily won't understand this, but seriously, this is my true Saturday breakfast of champions. I was gifted 3 jars of peanut butter, so I kind of treasure them. My Lavazza cup with Kimbo coffee in it, fresh peach, a piece of focaccia bread, PB&J. Probably the only one in Sicily having this breakfast right now, but it's Saturday, my breakfast of champions, and boy do I love this.
All right, so obviously those were just some of the things that we eat in a week. One thing that I didn't show you is I usually like to go to the fish market and get a fresh fish and bake it in the oven. I like to have that at least once a week. You know, we do have fresh fish, and that's great, but in a pinch, I love my mackerel or canned tuna. Well, I call it canned tuna, but actually it's in a bottle. And can you see it's like nice and chunky? It's not like a canned tuna. It's actually very hearty and very delicious. This is in water, but you can have it also in olive oil. Now remember, this is a period when we're not touring, because when we're touring, we're usually eating out at restaurants. So this is a beautiful period. It's the second week that we've been playing, you know, kind of low key, so I'm able to enjoy a lot of homemade foods.
You know, I do, not maybe her, but I eat bad stuff, but I don't eat a lot of bad stuff. For example, if I eat something bad this week, like I had pancakes for breakfast one day, right? I won't have pancakes for 2 or 3 weeks down the road. I don't have pancakes every week.
Well, what do you mean bad? Pancakes,
well, that's pretty bad.
Every once in a while you can have little
bad.
treats.
You didn't see any cannolo. We don't have canolos all the time. I can't even remember the last time we had a canolo.
Now, what we didn't show is granita, because
Yeah.
we do have. Now, we didn't show
granita.
that much breakfast stuff. The stuff that we showed you was mostly what we have for dinner. Of course, there's a lot of snacking that goes on, and different fruits and vegetables that we eat throughout the day. But those are just, you know, a little bit of highlights.
I'll tell you the other thing that Eszter started years ago, and I completely endorse, is like, for example, the caguzza, okay, on the pasta, which, by the way, was spectacular. We don't fry it, okay? What she does is she puts it in the toaster oven with a little bit of EVOO on.
Or a lot of EVOO.
Yeah, but it's not fried. The only thing, what do we have that's fried? I can't think of anything.
Well, usually we get fried calamari when we go out, so
Yeah,
we don't
but
have fried food.
Right, we don't
all the
have
time.
almost any fried foods that we have. I like to have pasta a couple of times a week, but I'm not eating like nearly as much as I did in the States in terms of portion size. As a matter of fact, what she does is we measure it out in the bowl before she cooks it.
Yeah.
And
But we always make sure you have a little bit of it left over.
Yeah, so if I want a little bit more, maybe 125 grams, okay, which is a lot less than maybe 200 grams or 250 grams that you, when you go to Olive Garden in one of those places, they give you ginormous things over there. So I think that the way Eszter eats with the herbs that she uses, the spices that she uses, I was really never into that. So I have been adopting over the years really a healthier way because of her. I mean, she just does all these
sort of natural for me.
Like she drinks a lot of tea, okay, for example, all right? And
this is green tea and a little bit of ginger.
Right. I don't drink that much tea, but sometimes when I drink it, it actually makes me feel pretty good.
Now, you know what you adopted that I do every single morning is have a water and a lemon.
Lemon water is our go-to, my go-to drink.
Mint,
Yep.
and mint, and you know, sometimes I put in a little bit of ginger or a cucumber, which is really, really refreshing, especially at this time of the year. But you know, piano, piano, as they say, slowly, slowly. We do enjoy our foods here. Okay,
I don't
so
have
the
any.
next
Wait,
thing,
one more thing. I don't drink Coca-Cola or any carbonated thing. The only time I'll drink a carbonated beverage, you know, that comes out of a bottle that you buy at the market, is when we have a group here and she'll make me a gin and tonic, and I'll get some Schweppes tonic water.
Yeah,
Other than that,
we don't.
for me, it's water and ice in the summertime with lemon in it, thanks to her. So I'm kind of healthy, and of course, honestly, I'm not kidding you, a large iced coffee, black iced coffee, Dunkin' Donuts coffee. And by the way, any of my friends coming here, I'm down to my last pound.
You're gonna get
help
some,
me, help me.
So that's something else. We have Dunkin' Donuts coffees from an espresso maker for breakfast. Can't go without it. I like it to drink it black, so does he. All right, so now, where do we get all these foods? Most of the time we go to I go to the fruit and vegetable market, which I'll take you to. And then we always go to a supermarket, which has some of the other types of foods and also household items and so forth. We're not going to do a whole supermarket trip because we've done many videos, especially a few months ago. We did a whole aisle by aisle in a supermarket in Italy. But let's just take a quick peek at what I bought in the supermarket and also at the greengrocer. All right, let's see. What are we getting today? Probably some greens, probably some tomatoes. Maybe if Alfred wants some peaches, we'll get some peaches. Cucuzza.
Sì, si chiama
Cucuzza. Questo è tenarumi. Comes from the long zucchini. Zucchini lunga o cacuzza.
Guarda.
Look at all the cacuzza.
Quante ce ne sa?
Force of cacuzzas, the Sicilian zucchini. Ah. E questa tenerumi.
Sì.
The greens you can eat as well. Look at these. I'm obsessed with mushrooms, so I'm going to get some mushrooms. But take a look at the choices here. Basta così, perfetto. Grazie. Che sono?
Come le facevano i nostri nonni.
Like the grandparents made. E dentro olio.
Cipolla, carote.
I think I'm gonna get some of this.
Sedano, un po' di tutto.
Celery. Looks fantastic. Steak loin right there. It is 27 euro a kilo, so 2 pounds.
That's 2.2 pounds.
4-night snack, just about every night. Yep, I'm a popcorn freak.
Sì, l'ho chiesto stamattina, me ne resi 4.
Chicken is part of our weekly routine for sure.
Mi può dare, quando cade me li può affidare. Vabbè, lasciamo stare.
I want to give a shout out to Tony O'Brien, who now lives in Abu Dhabi via Australia, via Wales. What a fun time we had. She's here for work and pleasure, and it was just great catching up with her. Ching Ching, so proud of you and so proud of what you're doing and looking forward to future adventures.
6 years ago, one day I was minding my own business and Esther fell out of the car and broke her leg, okay? And despite her being in pain, right? I mean, a lot of pain. She had stitches on her leg and everything else. All she kept on saying is, I have 2 women from Australia coming tomorrow. What am I going to do? And she was more worried about the 2 women. So what does Alfredo sauce do? He gets off the bench, so to speak, and for 3 days I took Tony and her friend Lee around, showed them the sights through Alfred's eyeballs. And I ended up making a friend, but like things happen in this world, we're so busy. You see them, the boats cross briefly, you have a good time, and then you go off into your life. So she came back, and Esther said this week, hey, would you like to see Tony O'Brien? Listen to this, okay? Esther asks me that following question. Would you like to meet, and then fill in the blank with a name, question mark. And the vast majority of the time, I say, no, I don't want to meet him, all right? Because I have other stuff to do. But as soon as he said Tony O'Brien, I really wanted to see her. And I have to be honest with you. We spent an hour with Tony yesterday.
You spent an hour. I was with her for
Yeah, I spent an hour. She was with him an hour. Let me tell you something. With me, with Alfred, an hour, Esther, could be an eternity. All right? So, I really enjoyed spending some time with her. I have and this is the Alfred standing invitation to my pal Tony. Come back and hang with us. Especially for New Year's. You with us in Taormina and our gang of friends over there, Tony, you'll have a great time. So that's what I wanted to say about Tony. He's a good kid.
All right, so now the next segment, I'm just going to show you a little bit. Since we're not touring, since I'm not out every single day, I have a little bit more time to do the stuff that I love, which includes my new hobby, which is golf. And there's a putting green and a driving range not far from us. And I also do Pilates. And so, and I also play the cello, but we're not going to show that because, you know, I'm just not ready. So here are a little bit of scenes from some of my activities.
Alta con la schiena, Eszter, giri, fai una prova, gira, ferma così e ora fai scendere le braccia dritte, più giù, brava, e poi giri il corpo. Brava. Alta con la schiena, brava. Brava.
I love coming here, even just getting a drink or a pizza, sitting in this beautiful green, watching Mama Etna, what she's doing. View of the towns around here, and of course the screen. So good for the soul, so good for the spirit. All right, so those are just a little bit of highlights, and usually Alfred walks every day, but it's been so bloody hot that, you know, it's better for him to take it easy. Although I've been very proud of you doing your balances and stuff like that, which is fundamental for you, okay? Oh, I want to tell you something. You look marvelous.
I look marvelous.
Especially
Why?
in that shirt.
This is our You Me in Sicily college shirt that I really like. It fits me nice. Double XL. Fits me beautiful. I have my
You
summer.
can find it in our little shop, which, by the way, there's You Me in Sicily items. There's I Love Sicily. There's the provinces. There's the Sicilian Project. And then, obviously, this hat. Good stuff.
And you know, the last thing I want to say is that we're getting up our 2026.
It's up.
It's up?
It's
okay.
up.
So we have up for next year so far May, we have June, we have October,
October is up.
so that's 3 that are up.
Yep, and September's coming.
And next September is coming, which is going to be featuring heavily the provinces of Catania and Messina, the vineyards up there, and the food of those two provinces, okay? So, I mean, I'm really looking forward to that. And we're going to be working out of the Helena Yacht Club in Naxos, and I think another place too, right?
Yeah, in Lipari. I have to tell you, so we have not many groups going on right now, a little bit of private touring here and there, but I'm so looking forward to our September tour because it's going to be out of the Helena in Giardini Naxos, which if you haven't seen the videos from there yet, please make sure you watch them because it is just a gorgeous location. And then we're going to go to the Cefalù, and then we're going to go to the Aeolian Islands, which I'm so looking forward to. But what I'm really looking forward to is seeing our dear friends, some of the most repeaters. Some of them have probably 4 or 5 times have been with us and now have become good friends. And I'm so looking forward to hanging out with Don and B, with Joe and Krista, Tom and Karen, Travis and Christine, and some other people like Deb and Joe and Jorenda and Joe Poliosi. So I'm really looking forward to that tour.
We should change the name and call it the Legends of the Fall, because these people
The Legends of Yumi and Sicily.
the legends, they have all hit legendary status with us, and it compels us always. I'm always thinking about, okay, what can we go do now? What can we do now? What new
What
things
can we do different?
Yeah, different. And finally, Esther,
Wait a second. Let's stay on this note for a second.
yeah.
What we want to do different. I'm already thinking about doing something in 2026 based out of the west and south coast over
Yeah.
there in Sciacca and Menfi.
We have to go to
and all
Marzala
that.
del Valle.
Marzala del
Gotta go
Valle,
there, gotta go
that whole, Nick is from there, I believe. Marzala del Valle. One of our big fans, Nick, who's there every single week on Sunday. And by the way, if you're watching this on Sunday live with us, we love you guys.
I have one final thing I want to say, and I do want to give out a shout out to a
Go for it.
very extraordinarily special person. But in August, the first week of August, I believe it is, Esther's niece, Naomi, who is a superb athlete, the captain of the Andover High School volleyball team, gifted athlete, great student, being chased all over the place by colleges, is going to be spending about 10 days with us.
Yep.
And to say that Esther is through the moon excited.
She's through the moon excited to
She's
see
through the
you
moon
too.
excited. I am through the moon excited. You know why? Because I've known this gal since she was a little baby. Since we've been
6
together
years
11
old.
years, right? And she really is like my Hungarian daughter. I love that kid a lot. And when the first time she came here, she was a little girl, and her job was to water the flowers.
I remember.
So Naomi, if you're watching this video today, or if Clara, you're watching this video today, you tell Naomi her job is still here. She can water all the flowers every day.
Ching ching, honey.
Oh, okay. Love you, sweetheart.
Love you.
God bless
Love you guys.
Ciao.
See you next week.